I am Dondi Dolan, and I'm so excited to be with you today. Who's out there? Who is watching us? Us meaning me and Miss Margie Fein. One of my favorite people in the whole world is with us, and I'm going to tell you all about her in just a moment, but I want you to see her face. Hello, Margie.
Hey, Dondi, great to see you. Great to see you, everybody.
Margie, where are you today on this beautiful
Well,
Wednesday?
yes, the last time we spoke, I was in Sedona, Arizona, and now I am clear across the country where I'm living in Woodstock, New York.
Oh, beautiful. It sounds quaint, lovely, and sweet, is it?
This is Ashland of the East Coast.
Oh, Ashland, Oregon of the East Coast.
It
How beautiful.
absolutely is. It's a sweet little town with great restaurants and a lot of tie-dyed shirts.
That is Oregon of the East Coast. Well,
Yes.
I'm so happy you're with us, and I want to give a big hello to everybody on this Facebook Live. And tell us where you are at. You're watching us from somewhere in the world. Are you in Europe? Are you in Africa? Are you in Asia? Are you in North America? Where are you coming to us from? As I said, I'm in San Diego. It's a little cloudy outside, my favorite weather. And today I am talking to Margie about an event we have coming up next week. You know, we're coming out of this lockdown in most parts of the world. And for those of you who are still in your homes, this is going to pertain to you as well, because not only is this event live in San Diego, California. So if you are in the Southern California area or even Mexico, we're right at the border, and you want to come to the class, we do have some seats available. However, no matter where you are in the world, we're going to come to you in your home, because that's what we can do now with live streaming. This event starts next Monday, and we'll talk more about the details toward the end of this live stream. We might go 20, 25 minutes. So hang on so you can get the details at the end. But for now, we really want to share some exciting things with you. This is Eden Method for a soul-driven career. And many of you know Eden Energy Medicine, Eden Method, which is sort of our brand name for health, for a joy in your life, for a physical wellness. But this is about your career today. And believe it or not, you can use energy medicine to open up your energy in your body, in your biofield, in your meridians and your chakras and your physical being, to not only attract the career you want, to attract abundance, but if you're in a career where you kind of like it, you kind of want to stay with it, but it's not, wow, is this fantastic? We can get you to, wow, this is fantastic. And in fact, Margie will tell you about that. So Margie, I was thinking this morning, I was in the shower thinking about our Facebook Live, and I was excited. And I thought, oh, I love my career. I love all the careers that I have had in my life. And I really credit being raised with Eden Energy Medicine to attracting careers to me that I love. And I was remembering what it was like when I was little to feel real bliss. And that's what I feel in my career. So when we were little, our big thing every year was to go to Disneyland. If you live in Southern California or anywhere in California, that was the big deal. In the 1970s, you'd save your money and your parents would save their money all year and you'd go to Disneyland. And that morning, when we woke up on the Disneyland mornings, we were filled with excitement and we had chills down our spine. And then we'd get in the car and we'd get on the freeway. And then what did we see on the freeway? We started approaching and we saw the Matterhorn, which was like this roller coaster with waterfalls. That excitement and that bliss is actually what I feel for my career today. And you feel that for your career, Margie. I know you well. I've known you for over 20 years. You're one of the founding faculty members of Eden Energy Medicine. Of course, you're a renowned practitioner, and you have a career that you love, but it wasn't always an easy road to get there. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. First and foremost, I just want to thank you and Donna and the whole crew at InnerSource for giving me this opportunity to share how I've grown my career and learned how to make money and have a lot of passion and joy in my day-to-day life. I also want to thank people, I went on after the last live and saw people who had tuned in from Sri Lanka and Belgium and India and Germany and Australia. And that was just so unbelievably thrilling to me. So I'm really grateful for this platform. And yeah, like you, I've had a couple of careers. I was a professional guitarist for the first half of my professional life and only discovered body work when I was close to 40 and didn't meet Donna until I was 42. And I really had no clue how I was going to build a practice. And I was really not familiar with Facebook and social media and how to use that. And also, as I said in the last Facebook Live, a lot of people who start their careers in energy work have to deal with little towns or smaller areas where no one knows what energy work is. I had the opposite problem. In New York City, where I lived, there are, within a square mile, 10 acupuncturists, 20 massage therapists, all kinds of energy work happening. So my issue to deal with was, how could I make myself stand out? And that was a little daunting to me. I felt some intimidation. Also, to be 42 and starting a completely new career, I felt like, wow, it's a little later in the game. Do I have what it takes? And I just decided, well, one thing I know for sure is that I deeply believe in energy work, and I know I can shift my own energies. I'd done a little studying with David on energy psychology, and I thought, I'm going to treat myself like a client and start to figure out what energetic blocks, what might be keeping me from attracting the kind of career and clients that I wanted. I also noticed that I had colleagues who would attract clients, but they were clients who never had money, never showed up, and it was really unsatisfying to them. So I didn't just want clients, I wanted people who were really ready to dive in and take the dive with me into this wonderful work and not be a flakier variety who would come and go. I wanted people who would really stay the course and take a really nice journey with me. And so I started working on my own energies and exploring really where my blocks were. And really interesting things happened. Not only did I get clients, but I might do advertising in one area, but I would get clients from completely other venues and other avenues, which I thought was really interesting and really clear evidence of moving my energies is what really was the core. And even to this day, I want to say that I might have a pretty robust career right now, but it's always evolving and always changing. I might want to teach more, I might want to work in different venues. And when I get to that edge of somewhere new, I still can feel some of the tension of expansion. And so I go right to my tools. And so this is not something that's now over for me. This is an ever-growing, ever-changing way to work and way to work with myself.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for saying all of that. You mentioned something I'd like to highlight a little bit, and that is social media. So a lot of people today find themselves in positions where they're past 45, past 50, past 55. And like me, I'm in my early 50s. We have a little bit harder of a time understanding social media, how important it is, how crucial it is, but how to navigate it. And many people who are in the healing world feel like, oh my gosh, the world has passed me by. I don't get social media. I never will, but I know I need it to build my career. Mm-hmm. You teach people how to work with their energy, to clear those blocks, open their energetic channels, and be able to have a new understanding of things like social media, which may have been really hard for them before. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I'm so glad you brought that up, because it's one thing for that not to be the main way you advertise. It's another thing to be scared of it. And I don't like to be scared of things. And we all have edges. And again, I was not super computer literate and super literate in this way. So a couple of things. One, what I found is that I wanted to unwind what was keeping me from exploring, because let's face it, the way the world is today, we cannot avoid social media. It's necessary. It's wonderful. It's how I'm talking to all of you people all over the world today. So I don't want fearfulness to keep me from embracing the beautiful potential of reaching so many thousands and thousands of people who might benefit from the work we do. So a couple of things I want to say about that. One is when you clear your own energies and then go to social media, the rewards you reap are tenfold. The other thing again is that I just don't like to feel phobic about things. It's such a wonderful way to communicate, and it's a big way of how we communicate in this world. And I'm just not scared of it anymore. You know, it's part of what I do to build my business, but it's an important part of what I do now. So I want to feel in real flow with social media and really be mostly focused on the ways it offers me to communicate with people. And no matter what age you are, you can start to unwind that to where you can use this wonderful tool and not be so intimidated by it.
Fantastic. And you are going to cover so many things like social media. You're going to go over other challenges that people have, like imposter complex. And a lot of people deal with this, with poverty mentality. Margie, would you be willing to show us one technique that maybe you'll be sharing in the class? I know the class is really hands-on, and the class I'm talking about is in the comments below. Look for it. We have a couple of tech angels behind the scenes helping us put the link into the comments, and you'll see it there, and you can visit that link after this live, because I think Margie is going to show us a technique that we can all use.
Absolutely. So the whole first day of the class is going to be examining our subconscious beliefs. So when we have a limiting belief like money is dirty, I shouldn't want money to do energy work, a poverty mentality, imposter complex, who am I? I'm 50, I'm just starting off this new career. That is just such a big block to people opening up to the really beautiful gifts they have to offer. And the technique I want to show is actually for Eden folks, a really simple one, but it's also, so we call it the Wayne Cook, but actually in energy psychology, it's often called whole brain. And the reason it's called whole brain is that the subconscious mind is where we have the left and the right brain, the left and right hemispheres, which govern different aspects of our subconscious. When we have a limiting belief, the hang up is usually in one hemisphere. So what we want to do is use techniques that help the right and left brain communicate. So again, Wayne Cook does exactly that. In Psych-K, they call it whole brain, and it's super simple. So the technique goes like this. We're going to do a simplified version of it. You're going to put your hands out back to back, and then you're going to take your hands and fold it over so your palms are touching, and you're going to clasp your hands and bring it in. And what I want you to do now is cross your ankles. And you can use this in two ways, which I love. You can use this. So let's say you folks are out there and you have resonance with imposter complex or with fear of earning money or that money is dirty. You can close your eyes and hold the feeling of that discord or distress while you hold the Wayne Cook. And what this will do is it encourages communication between the right and left hemispheres and starts to open up adaptability, openness, and suggestibility to the new idea. And just hold that for a few seconds. And always with this work, we like to breathe in the nose and out the mouth. And what I'd like you to do now is I want you to unfold it, but keep your hands touching. And now I want you to go the other direction and fold over the other way, clasp your hands and bring it in. And now cross your ankles the other way. And close your eyes again. And I want you to notice if this hand position feels weirder or less comfortable. Most of us are going to feel that one position is less comfortable, and that's the one we need. Now, the other beautiful thing about this technique is you can use it to unwind limiting beliefs and hangups in the subconscious, but you can also use it equally to imprint positive statements in positive ways that you feel. So for example, you might have an imposter complex, but tune in for a minute. Why is it you want to offer this work to the world? What is the gift that you would like to offer? What is the thing that if you didn't have any limitations in your subconscious, you would be thrilled to offer to people? And I want you to tune into that for a moment and just feel the joy and positive feelings you would have if you could just offer this heartfully and generously to the people in your world. So at the same time that this posture will help you unwind limiting beliefs, it also can powerfully help you imprint positive feelings. So I love that you can use it both ways. Now in the class, we're going to take this in a little bit more depth and we're going to get a little more specific with it. But I tell you folks, even if you can't make the class and you're not sure if it's for you, if you go into Wayne Cook or Whole Brain, when you want to unwind something that's difficult or stressful for you, or if you want to imprint, really deeply imprint the positive aspects of what it is you want to offer, it's going to work for you.
Thank you, Margie. And I want to say just a little bit about Wayne Cook because it's a funny name. People hear it and they're like, what did she say? So my mom actually learned Wayne Cook from Wayne Cook, the man Wayne Cook. He was a real guy back in the 1970s. And he was a pioneer in bioenergetic force fields, I believe. And to break it down, he started working with people who stutter. And he found that this exercise, now it was a little different than it is today because my mom, and if you don't know, my mom is Donna Eden. If you're saying, why is she mentioning her mom? My mom is a pioneer as well. My mom changed it a little bit by looking at the energies in the body and seeing what the right brain and the left brain was doing when somebody would do this exercise. And it's so powerful that today it is my mom's #1 go-to exercise still. After her entire life, she's almost in her 80s, and this is the one she does. And Margie will go more in depth into that and so many other techniques. Margie, you were telling me about a client you have that had a little success story recently. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. But before that, I want to say that my dad was a stutterer. And in his 80s, I showed him how to do it. And it helped. Didn't cure him, but it definitely helped him. So I have a little personal love for Wayne Cook as well. Yeah, which is so sweet. I can still see his sweet face. But yes, I wanted to just tell one client example of a client of mine who, when I met her, was in debt, was really not happy with the work she was doing, and really came to me specifically to help unwind this. She was actually paying money to an ex of hers for no reason at all. She was so stuck in that. Now, this is a few years later, and I will say we've done a lot of private work together, but most of the techniques I do with her, have done with her, are the techniques I'm using in this class. Right now, she has been creating a podcast that she's wanted to launch for years. And right now, that proposal is with Spotify, and they're looking at her podcast. She is out of debt and has expanded her work like crazy. And she makes me look like a rock star. She's worked really hard at it, but the feeling of satisfaction as a practitioner to help someone go from that mentality of deprivation to really being in the realm of realizing a 5-year dream is absolutely thrilling. And again, it's the techniques I'm using that I've used to build my own career that I've used with her. And, she worked really hard, but she is kicking it now. So it's so exciting to see that happen in someone's life, and so rewarding.
Well, it is so exciting and rewarding. And this class that you're teaching that starts this next Monday is really unique because you aren't coming in and just talking about theory, People are not going to be sitting and writing the entire time. These are hands-on techniques to open the energetic pathways in the body for more abundance, for a more soul-driven career, whether it's the one you're in or a new one that you would like. Oh, and Margie, we should talk about retired folks. So this isn't just for those of you who are in the job market, who are in a career already. This can also help you resonate with what you're doing for volunteer work. Do you want to touch on that, Margie?
Absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. So, we're calling it for a soul-driven career, but what I want to drive home also is that this is really about your relationship with who you are and what you do. So, for example, you could be really happy in your job, but have someone at your workplace that you don't have a great relationship with. You can use these tools to really enhance that work relationship, to expand where you are. Or it could be you like your job, but there's certain aspects of it you really want to do more of and you're not being recognized for that. So you can use this in a lot of ways. Also, like maybe you're not really wanting to be in a full tilt career anymore, but your life is still about working with other people, engaging with other people, and sharing your gifts. So if you're in any of those realms, and there's aspects of it that for some reason you're just not finding your way to the pocket of where you really want to thrive, you can use these tools for any aspect of it. You can build a super rockin' career and bring in dough. You can use it to just enhance how you work with other people and bring in people that you want to work on for free, or share it in your community, or teach classes and enhance it in any way you want to. So I'm glad you brought that up, because it's not just about, the monetary career. It's about loving what you do on a daily basis and feeling like the world is inviting you and welcoming you to do the things that you want to share in whatever way you want to share it.
Beautiful. The world is inviting you, and we're inviting you to this class. But first, I want to give some shout outs, Margie. I have my phone here. I'm seeing who's with us. We have Ireland, we have Wisconsin, we have New York. Shayla, hi Shayla. We have Long Beach, California, up the road from me. Hello, Mary. Oh my gosh, Yorkshire, England, one of my favorite places. I love the Dales. Hello, Tel Aviv. Everyone stay safe in the Middle East, please, today, everyone. We have Leslie Adams. Mwah, mwah. Hi, Leslie. We have Belgium. We have people from all over the world, Canada, to the north of us, our friends in Nova Scotia. We have Pennsylvania, Boston, Massachusetts. Thank you, everybody, for taking this time to be with us. It really is heartwarming. It really is like a hug right through our computer to know you're here with us. I have actually written down some details of this class because it's so exciting and I don't want to miss any. And some of you have already started asking questions. So let me hit on some of these. Many of you are saying, I really want to come to this class. I want to take it on the live stream. Starts on Monday, folks, but I can't be there for the whole class. I have work. No worries. You will get all of the recordings. So don't worry about that. If you cannot make it live, you'll get access to all of the recordings. If you can make it live and you say, I have Monday free, I have Tuesday free, I want to be there, guess what? You get to ask questions during class. Everyone who signs up will get a beautiful course guidebook. This is 15 hours of live training, unlimited access to the recordings. As I said, no prerequisites. That's a big one. People say, well, I'm a little new to energy medicine. I don't know if I'm ready. You're ready. You don't have it. You don't have to have any prerequisite. Come on in if you're a beginner. Come on in if you're advanced. This is a whole brand new class from Marjorie Fein. Let's see what else. Early bird ends. Early bird ends tomorrow night. California time, midnight, Thursday night. So be sure to catch it. Oh, and let me say this. If you come into the class and you're really excited and you put your money down and you take the class and you're like, it just wasn't for me. I didn't really like it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. No worries. Money back guarantee, folks. Of course, we're going to give that to you. Of course we are. No questions asked. You send us a little email and you get your money back if it's not for you. So really, you can't go wrong. There's nothing to lose. Get in before the early bird ends. Tomorrow night at midnight. This is May 17th through the 19th. Look in the comments below. The link is there and you can start hitting those links and heading on over. You'll see all the information there. It will answer all of your questions. You'll find out more about Margie. You just hit that link and go find out about this extraordinary class. Let's see, is there anything else? If you're in Southern California or Mexico, we're right here at the border, you think, I actually would love to go meet Margie and be in that class, sitting in that class live with her. We have some seats open. So hit that link in the comments. We're so excited for this class. We love our Margie. Margie, is there anything else you would like to say to these beautiful folks who are with us today?
Yes, first I want to say these are going to be simple, accessible, and powerful techniques. So if you're not inspired, I'm so glad they're offering the money back guarantee because I will stand behind that. And if you're not happy, then we're not happy. I have created literally a 40-page handout. I'm super detailed. So that's going to be an accompaniment for you. Also, they're going to send out a link to my Facebook page. And for a month after the class, people can ask questions. I welcome that. And we can keep the community going and keep the dialogue going. This is one of the most thrilling things that I teach because it really helps people live out their dreams. And I believe we are meant to be happy with our jobs, to be happy in our interactions with people, to feel fulfilled and really joyful about how we spend our time in our career and in any creative way. So I am really excited to share this, and I am confident that people are going to get a lot out of it.
Thank you, Margie. It's been a joy as always. Thank you to everybody who's with us. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Go to that link. This will stay here. And so you can watch this video again. It will stay on Facebook. You can go to the comments again, click on the link, go check out the class, and we will see you in this exciting class next week. It starts on Monday. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.